We are back. So that was I touched my camera and then the camera went off. And then I restarted, but it connected to my other mics. I have several mics connected. So both are my problem only, not YouTube. But if you're here, just type hello. And while you all are typing hello, and while you're coming back, I just want to reiterate the answer that I just gave for the first two questions. The questioner had asked that, in a fall of practices, there's so much guilt. Gave the answer that this is essentially when you do something as a means to an end instead of doing it as an end itself. Do the practices for the joy of the practices itself. That is going to make it easier for you to stay more consistent with it. The second question was related to someone asking how to change from their corporate job to doing their own thing. And I said, build your own thing on the side, and then once you make enough income on the side, even if you connect it to someone else's account for now, uh, and you can switch, only then switch. Don't quit your job when you don't have the money and then build something from scratch. So switch only when your job is doing really well. Let's take one more question. So the questioner says, I have so much healing to do. I cannot manifest. Can I not manifest till I heal? And if I do, will it go wrong? I don't know. Great question. So I don't know. I was mentioning this earlier as well around consistency. I was saying that I have this webinar, free 3 hours, how to change your life in less than 6 months. In that, there's a whole segment on consistency, how to master practicing this way of life consistently. But there's also one more segment in that, and we talk about whether it's really necessary. I've spoken about this many times. It is not necessary for you to heal in order to manifest. I was manifesting far before I knew how to do healing. It's in that webinar, by the way. In case you haven't registered, please register. It's happening. The latest one is happening on 31st on a Sunday afternoon. So if you're a serious seeker, you will come for that class because it's 3 hours. So, one of the strongest points on this topic, by the way, if you have questions, just copy it and put it on, just put it on the side. I'll read it once I open the chat. Okay. So, one of the strongest points on this topic of whether I need to heal or not is you don't need healing in order to manifest. You just need to create new beliefs that will, or tap into new beliefs that will help you materialize what you want. You don't have to go on to this big, long drawn process of healing your childhood immediately. You don't have to go on this whole drawn process of breaking your old beliefs. You can just start fresh from today, build new beliefs, and move on. So, why do we do healing? Our whole brand is about healing. So, why are we doing healing? We're doing healing so that our bounce back is faster. When you feel disappointed, or you're broken, or you're hurt, or you're depressed, or you're in a very strong negative momentum, only then do we need healing. But for that, you don't necessarily have to heal all of your childhood and all of your problems. Don't have to do all of that. You just have to heal how you're feeling right now. That's it. How you're feeling right now is all of your past showing up right now. But if you can hug that feeling and breathe with it and settle down, you're already healing your past. So you don't have to do so much healing in order to manifest. You can still manifest without healing. Another reason why we heal is so that we don't keep repeating patterns. For example, if we've grown up with the belief that I don't know anything, I can't do anything, I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, then you keep ending up going from one office to another office, one career to another career. If you have this belief that I'm not supported, I'm not loved, I'm not important, then you go from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship. So the reason why we're talking about healing, again, don't have to take out heal every core concept issue you have in order for you to manifest. No, you can still manifest. The healing will happen on the way, on the job. As you are growing in your life, your healing will automatically happen as you're healing then and there. So let's say you're driving a car, suddenly you start feeling this childhood trauma of how your brother used to make fun of you and say this is for girls, this is for boys, and you can't do when you're a girl. That stuff comes up when you're about to drive a car. You can deal with it at that time, you can deal with it that night, you can deal with it tomorrow morning. You don't have to deal with all of your stuff immediately in order for you to manifest something. You can manifest something today without healing it. There is no additional force to heal. Is that good news? Focus on the good. Exactly. Focus on the good. Okay, let's take one more question, and we'll take from the chat now because I have to go to Vibe Shift, Healy Fest. because that's our other major program. I have to go to Vibe Shift class, so let me take one question. Now, please paste your questions on the chat so I can have a look at what it is. Okay. Please talk about how to strengthen self esteem, self worth. Last time you mentioned core concept, self image. Yes, is part of self concept. Yes, okay. How to improve your self esteem, self worth is start self appreciating. Every day, first thing in the morning, 20 items on your list of what I appreciate about myself, what I appreciate about my body, what I appreciate about my mind, what I appreciate about my soul, what I appreciate about my heart, what I appreciate about my intelligence, what I appreciate about myself as a friend, what I appreciate about myself as a daughter or a son, what I appreciate about myself as a professional, what I appreciate about myself as a keeper of this house, what I appreciate about myself as whatever. You have a million things that you will find. And then spending time genuinely feeling every item. In my academy, I force feed this to our students. They don't have a choice. They have to self appreciate if they need to achieve. I am the one responsible for the results. I force feed this 20 items every day, and after you've written those 20, you must feel each one of them in your heart, and you do that for 90 days. Don't take score until the 90th day. On the 90th day, you're a totally different person. That is how you strengthen your self esteem and self worth. That will naturally happen as you keep acknowledging the magic in you day in and day out. Okay. All right. Let's take another one. Uh, okay. These all how to manifest money is billion videos on that topic. Ask me a question that I haven't made a video on, because you can just Google Synchro Shakti money, how to manifest. You will get more than 200, 300 videos on the topic of money. So that one we can skip. Let's take one more. How to strengthen one's aura so no one can shake it. Uh, you are putting it on aura when you need to ask the question, how can I be so deeply mindful and observant of my own emotions that if I get triggered, I can dissolve it and be fine. That is what you should be asking. Give people the luxury of doing whatever. If there is a hurricane that is coming, you see a tree which has tiny tiny roots, that hurricane will take that tree and fatang over. The tree will land up somewhere else, and that's most people. They don't have strong enough roots. By roots, it means your mindfulness muscles, the ability to observe things without judging it or resisting it. That means if someone says something, if you judge it and resist it, you're going to suffer. When someone says something and you can hear it as it is without making it a part of you will not suffer it. So if you have deep, strong roots in your mindfulness practice, even when the hurricane comes, it might shake your leaves a bit, but you will never get uprooted by the words of somebody or by the actions of somebody or what happens. This is also where your self-esteem, self-worth comes in handy, is because when your story is different, no one can convince you otherwise. When your story of yourself, your self-esteem, your belief in yourself, your knowledge of yourself is strong enough, even if someone tells you something negative about you, you can't believe it only. It's like, that's not my story. That's your opinion of my story. My story is this. How much ever you try to convince me of that, that's not my story. So I would find that funny when you say it. It's like many times I've had this experience when my story of myself is so unshakable. When someone else, let's say someone comes and says, oh, you only pay, you only ask for money, you don't do anything for free, you don't give. I know how much I've given for free. I appreciate myself for all that I have done. I have not asked you guys, here, give me super chat. I've given you answers for millions of rupees. Please give me super chat. I didn't do any. I've given so much. I'm not defending myself. I know myself. I appreciate myself. Tomorrow you come and tell me you only do everything for money, you give nothing for free. uh, I might have compassion and understanding for you because that represents your money energy. I'm not affected by it because my story, that I have done so much out of the goodness of my heart and I've appreciated myself for that deeply, is so much stronger than anything you can say. It cannot touch my self esteem and my self concept. I would have compassion for you and understanding for you. I would not see you as an enemy because I'd understand you. So, this is what happens when your self esteem is stronger than other people's opinions. When your mindfulness, your ability to observe your own pain and dissolve it, is stronger than giving everyone else the key to hurt you. This is what allows you to grow. It's not about your strengthen your aura. It's about strengthening your ability to have a strong self concept and strong mindfulness muscles. That made sense. Okay. All right. So whatever questions I could not answer today, please submit it on our Instagram. You'll see our Instagram somewhere here. My team will put the link. Just go to Instagram and type Synchro Shakti. Post it there. Next week on Friday, we will take questions and answers again. I know there's so many questions and not enough time to answer it. I have to go for class now. I have vibe shift today. And so I will leave. But just remember, I have a webinar coming up on 31st, 3-hour free webinar. It's called How to Change Your Life in Less Than 6 months without 5 a.m. rituals, without forcing positivity. Now, just because it's a webinar doesn't mean it's just all fluff and nothing. It is phenomenally insightful program. Come, it is offered for free. Come check it out, and I look forward to seeing you live in that class. And that's it. If you have questions, please post it, submit it on Instagram. We'll check it next Friday. If you still need help, you can email us, and we can guide you there as well. Love you all. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got some insight today, and I will see you all next Friday in another live. See you all. Bye, everyone.